In a few seconds, I'll reveal my new scientific breakthrough in the field of genetic engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a new hybrid species.
Oh snap, that was the best part of the movie. Oh, hi there. Are you uncomfortable or scared? I understand, and you have all the reasons to be scared after all. Genetic engineering is not the thing one must mess with. Hey friends, I know you all must have heard about the term genetic engineering in recent times, and I'm sure you are very curious to know about it. So in today's episode, let us explore the strange scientific world of genetic engineering and know if it is good, bad, or as they say, very, very ugly. Let's try to get to the bottom of this and explore the facts, the fears, and the future. Humans have been artificially altering the genomes of plants and animals for thousands of years by selective breeding, until we discovered the code of life, deoxyribonucleic acid, a complex molecule that guides the growth, development, function, and reproduction of everything alive. Information is encoded in the structure of the molecule. 4 nucleotides that is known ATCG or the adenosine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine are paired and make up a code that carries instructions. Change the instruction and you change the being carrying it. As soon as DNA was discovered, people tried to work with it. So what is this genetic engineering that has been causing turbulence in the scientific community? Well, to keep it in simple words, genetic engineering, which is also known as genetic modification, is a process by which the genes of an animal or plant are changed or modified to make an organism have a certain characteristic. The product of this are called the GMO, or genetically modified organism. It can be a plant, animal, microorganism, or other organism whose genetic makeup has been modified in a laboratory using genetic engineering or transgenic technology. Well, today, with advances in genetic engineering techniques, means we speed this process up by incorporating specific new genes from one species into a completely unrelated species. Crops form, animals, and soil bacteria are the 3 of the most common uses of genetic engineering to make GMOs. Like for example, the earliest genetically modified animal was born in 1974, making mice a standard tool for research, which saves millions of lives. Next is oil spills. It has the potential to cause huge environmental damage, and in the 1980s, we got commercial. The first patent was given for a microbe engineered to absorb oil, whereas the bacteria play an important role in breaking down oil in the event of a spill. In the 1990s, there was also a brief foray into human engineering to treat maternal infertility. Babies were made that carried genetic information from 3 humans, making them the first humans ever to have 3 genetic parents. And also, did you know that scientists created the first clone made with DNA from an adult sheep named Dolly in 1997? Today, there are also super muscle pigs engineered them to have a much higher muscle mass than a normal pig. Fast-growing salmon that grows more quickly using less feed so they can be sustainable option. A featherless chicken which aid poultry production in hot climates, and see-through frogs with the primary purpose of providing an experimental model animal where organs can be observed over the entire life cycle without dissection. And just like that, many animals are genetically modified for a specific purpose, but its usage is not just limited to animals. Genetic engineering is widely used in the agricultural sector as well. It can be used to produce crops that are stronger and more nutritious than regular ones. Some plants are engineered to resist pests or herbicides, whereas others have added vitamins or minerals. I know what you guys are thinking, that if genetic engineering is so helpful, then why is there so much controversy around it? Much of the criticism of this technology is actually criticism of modern agriculture and a business practice of the huge corporations that control our food supply. This criticism is not only valid, and it is also important. We need to change agriculture to a more sustainable model. GMOs as a technology are actually an ally and not an enemy in the fight, helping to save and protect nature and minimize our impact in the environment. This aims to address issues with regard to food security, agriculture, drug production, and nutrition. Still, a few major challenges awaits us, some technological and some ethical. Many of you watching will feel uncomfortable and fear that we will create a world in which we will reject non-perfect humans and pre-select features and qualities based on the idea of what's healthy. Wrong edits still happen, as well as unknown errors that can occur anywhere in the DNA and might go unnoticed. The gene edit might achieve the desired result and disabling the disease, but also might accidentally trigger unwanted changes. In the basic proof of concept of genetic engineering exists today, the technology is really powerful. While this might be a tempting reason to ban genetic editing and related research, that would certainly be a mistake. Banning this would only lead to the science wandering off to a place with jurisdiction and rules that we are uncomfortable with. Only by participating, we can make sure that further research is guided by caution, reason, oversight, and transparency. In conclusion, science fiction became our reality, and we don't even think about it. We're at a similar point today with genetic engineering, where it came from, what we are doing right now, and about a recent breakthrough that will change how we live and what we perceive as normal forever. Science and technology comes hand in hand together. More precise tools are already being created and used as we speak today. Even though we don't want some of the invention of it, it will affect us in every facet of our lives. We don't know what will be the future lies ahead of us, but in this present era, we must be aware and responsible of what will science and technology takes along with us.